A 20-year-old Singaporean man tried to film his older sister while she was showering, not once, but on 2 separate nights. He has now been sentenced to 18 months of supervised probation, raising an important question about how Singapore balances punishment with rehabilitation for young offenders. The offenses happened in July 2024, when the man was 18. He and his sister, who is 2 years older, were living in the same home. On the first night, he went to the service yard while she was showering in the common toilet. He used his phone near a frosted window with louvres and made 2 recordings. Neither captured her showering. One was black with only audio, while the other showed the window and wall. 3 days later, he tried again. This time, he pushed his phone through an opening in the louvres. His sister spotted it, screamed, and later made a police report. He was arrested that same day, and police seized his phone. He eventually pleaded guilty to 2 counts of voyeurism. What makes this case more complicated is the sentencing question. The prosecution stressed that this happened inside the family home, where his sister had a strong expectation of privacy and safety. They also pointed to the repeated attempts as evidence that this was planned behavior, rather than one impulsive mistake. There was also a history of earlier trouble. He had received warnings over separate theft and mischief matters in 2018 and 2023. In 2021, he joined a youth guidance program but received 4 warnings for missing individual sessions without valid reasons. At the same time, the court was dealing with a young offender who was only 18 when these offenses happened. The prosecution also raised concerns about his developmental needs and said his father had limited ability to guide him and had downplayed the seriousness of what happened. That helps explain the tension in this case. Probation is not simply being told to go home. He will be under supervision for 18 months, must follow a curfew, complete 40 hours of community service, stay at his paternal aunt's home, and attend therapy, among other conditions. The bigger issue is whether rehabilitation can reduce the risk of repeat behavior more effectively than a tougher institutional sentence. In young offender cases, courts often have to weigh deterrence against the possibility that structured supervision and treatment can change behavior before it becomes more serious. But the victim's side also matters. A bathroom inside your own home should be one of the places where privacy feels automatic. When that trust is breached by a family member, the harm is not limited to whether usable video was actually captured. Do you think 18 months of supervised probation, therapy, and community service is enough for repeated attempts like this? For more Singapore news explained with context, share this video and subscribe to 2230.